Drug development is a fascinating journey that transforms scientific discoveries into life-saving medicines. In this video, we'll explore the intricate process behind creating new drugs, from initial research to final approval. The path is long, complex, and filled with challenges, but it's also a story of innovation and hope. Let's begin by understanding why drug development matters and how it impacts millions of lives worldwide. As we move forward, you'll see how each stage contributes to the ultimate goal, delivering safe and effective treatments to patients. First step in drug development is identifying unmet medical needs. Researchers look for diseases or conditions that lack effective treatments. This stage involves analyzing patient data, consulting with healthcare professionals, and studying global health trends. By pinpointing areas where new therapies are needed, scientists set the stage for targeted research. This focus ensures that resources are used efficiently and that the resulting drugs can make a meaningful difference in people's lives. Next, we'll see how these needs guide the search for potential drug candidates. Once a medical need is established, researchers identify biological targets, such as proteins or genes, that play a key role in the disease. This process involves deep scientific investigation, often using advanced technologies like genomics and proteomics. By understanding how these targets influence disease progression, scientists can design drugs that specifically interact with them. Target identification is crucial because it lays the foundation for developing effective therapy. The next step is to find molecules that can modulate these targets. Lead compound discovery is where the search for new drugs truly begins. Scientists screen thousands of molecules to find those that interact with the identified targets. This process uses high-throughput screening, computer modeling, and laboratory experiments. The goal is to find compounds with promising activity and minimal side effects. Once potential leads are found, they undergo further testing to refine their properties. This stage is both exciting and challenging, as it marks the transition from theory to tangible candidates. Before a drug can be tested in humans, it must undergo preclinical testing. This involves laboratory and animal studies to evaluate safety, efficacy, and pharmacokinetics. Researchers look for signs of toxicity and determine how the drug behaves in the body. Preclinical testing is essential for identifying potential risks and optimizing the drug's formulation. Only compounds that pass these rigorous tests move forward to clinical trial. The next phase brings us closer to human testing and real-world impact. Clinical trials are the heart of drug development. These studies test new drugs in humans to assess safety and effectiveness. Clinical trials are divided into phases, each with specific goals and requirements. Phase I focuses on safety, Phase II evaluates efficacy, and Phase III confirms results in larger populations. Volunteers participate under strict protocols, and data is carefully collected and analyzed. Clinical trials are vital for ensuring that new drugs meet regulatory standards and truly benefit patients. Phase I clinical trials mark the first time a new drug is tested in humans. The primary goal is to assess safety and determine the appropriate dosage. Small groups of healthy volunteers receive the drug under close supervision. Researchers monitor for adverse effects and gather data on how the drug is absorbed, distributed, and eliminated. This phase is critical for identifying any immediate risks and setting the stage for further testing. Successful drugs move on to Phase II, where efficacy becomes the focus. Phase II clinical trials involve patients who have the targeted disease or condition. The goal is to evaluate the drug's effectiveness and further assess its safety. Researchers compare the new drug to existing treatments or placebos, looking for improvements in symptoms and quality of life. Data from this phase helps refine dosing and identify potential side effects. If results are promising, the drug advances to Phase III, where larger populations are studied. Phase III clinical trials are the final step before regulatory approval. Thousands of patients participate, providing robust data on safety and efficacy. Researchers monitor for rare side effects and confirm the drug's benefits across diverse populations. This phase often involves multiple centers and international collaboration. The results are submitted to regulatory agencies for review. If approved, the drug can be marketed and prescribed to patients. The journey from laboratory to clinic is nearly complete. After successful clinical trials, the drug undergoes regulatory review. Agencies like the FDA or EMA evaluate the data to ensure safety, efficacy, and quality. This process involves detailed analysis of trial results, manufacturing practices, and labeling information. Regulators may request additional studies or clarifications. Approval is granted only if the drug meets strict standards. Regulatory review is a critical checkpoint that protects public health and maintains trust in new therapies. Once approved, drugs must be manufactured at scale. Quality control ensures that every batch meets rigorous standards for purity, potency, and safety. Manufacturing facilities follow strict protocols and undergo regular inspections. Advanced technologies help monitor production and detect any deviations. Quality control is essential for maintaining consistency and protecting patients. The next step is distributing the drug to pharmacies and hospitals worldwide. Distribution is a key part of drug development. Approved drugs are shipped to pharmacies, hospitals, and clinics around the world. Logistics teams coordinate transportation, storage, and inventory management to ensure timely access. Special considerations are made for temperature-sensitive drugs in remote locations. Access programs may help patients afford expensive treatments. The goal is to make new medicines available to everyone who needs them, regardless of geography or income. Even after approval, drugs are monitored for safety and effectiveness. Post-marketing surveillance tracks adverse events, long-term outcomes, and real-world use. Healthcare providers and patients report any issues, which are analyzed by regulatory agencies. This ongoing process helps identify rare side effects and ensures that drugs remain safe. If problems arise, regulators can update warnings or withdraw the drug. Continuous monitoring protects patients and improves future therapy. Drug development faces many challenges, including scientific uncertainty, regulatory hurdles, and high costs. Many promising compounds fail during testing, and only a few reach the market. Researchers must balance speed with safety, adapt to changing regulations, and manage complex logistics. Despite these obstacles, the industry continues to innovate, driven by the desire to improve health and save lives. Next, we'll look at how technology is helping overcome these challenges. Technology is revolutionizing drug development. Artificial intelligence, big data, and automation accelerate research and improve accuracy. Computer models predict how drugs will behave, reducing the need for animal testing. Robotics streamline manufacturing and quality control. These innovations make drug development faster, safer, and more efficient. As technology advances, new possibilities emerge for treating complex diseases and personalizing medicine. Personalized medicine tailors treatments to individual patients based on genetics, lifestyle, and environment. This approach improves efficacy and reduces side effects. Advances in genomics and data analysis enable doctors to select the best drugs for each patient. Personalized medicine is changing the way diseases are treated, offering hope for conditions that were once untreatable. Drug development is increasingly focused on creating therapies that fit each person's unique need. Biologics are drugs made from living cells, offering new ways to treat diseases like cancer and autoimmune disorders. Biosimilars are similar versions of biologics, providing affordable alternatives. Developing these drugs requires advanced technology and strict quality control. Biologics and biosimilars are expanding treatment options and improving patient outcomes. The next scene explores how regulatory agencies handle these complex therapies. Regulatory agencies have special pathways for approving biologics and biosimilars. These drugs undergo rigorous testing to ensure safety, efficacy, and similarity to original products. Agencies review manufacturing processes, clinical data, and quality standards. Approval allows biosimilars to enter the market, increasing access and lowering costs. Regulatory pathways are evolving to keep pace with scientific advances and patient need. Rare diseases affect small populations, making drug development challenging. Orphan drugs are designed for these conditions, often with special incentives from regulators. Researchers face unique hurdles, including limited patient data and high costs. Despite these challenges, orphan drugs provide hope for patients with few treatment options. The next scene highlights how collaboration is key to success in this area. Collaboration is essential for successful drug development. Researchers, pharmaceutical companies, regulators, and patient groups work together to share knowledge and resources. Partnerships accelerate research, improve clinical trial design, and increase access to new therapies. Collaboration helps overcome challenges and ensures that drugs reach those who need them most. The next scene explores the role of public-private partnership. Public-private partnerships bring together government agencies, academic institutions, and industry. These collaborations fund research, support clinical trials, and promote innovation. By pooling resources and expertise, public-private partnerships tackle complex health challenges and speed up drug development. They play a vital role in addressing global health needs and ensuring equitable access to new medicines. Ethical considerations are central to drug development. Researchers must respect patient rights, ensure informed consent, and protect privacy. Clinical trials follow strict ethical guidelines to safeguard participants. Transparency and honesty are essential for maintaining public trust. Ethical challenges arise in areas like data sharing, access, and pricing. Addressing these issues is crucial for responsible innovation and patient safety. Drug development has a global impact. Access to medicines varies by country, influenced by regulations, infrastructure, and economics. International organizations work to improve access and address health disparities. Programs like the WHO's Essential Medicines List help guide policy and ensure that vital drugs reach underserved populations. Global health initiatives are key to making drug development truly inclusive. Drug development is expensive, and pricing is a major concern. Costs include research, clinical trials, manufacturing, and distribution. Pricing strategies must balance affordability with the need to fund innovation. Governments and insurers negotiate prices to ensure access while supporting continued research. Transparency in pricing helps build trust and ensures that patients can afford the medicines they need. The future of drug development is bright, with new technologies and approaches emerging every year. Advances in genomics, artificial intelligence, and personalized medicine are transforming the industry. Researchers are exploring novel therapies such as gene editing and immunotherapy. These trends promise faster, safer, and more effective treatments for a wide range of diseases. The next scene looks at how patients are becoming more involved in the process. Patients are playing a bigger role in drug development. They participate in clinical trials, provide feedback, and help shape research priorities. Patient advocacy groups work with researchers to ensure that new drugs address real needs. Involving patients improves trial design, increases transparency, and leads to better outcomes. The next scene highlights how digital tools are empowering patients. Digital tools are changing the way drugs are developed. Electronic health records, wearable devices, and mobile apps collect valuable data from patients. Researchers use this information to design better trials and monitor outcomes in real time. Digital platforms connect patients, doctors, and researchers, making drug development more collaborative and efficient. Technology is empowering patients and accelerating innovation. Drug repurposing involves finding new uses for existing medicines. This approach saves time and money, as safety profiles are already established. Researchers analyze data to identify drugs that could treat other diseases. Repurposing has led to breakthroughs in areas like cancer and infectious diseases. It's an innovative strategy that maximizes resources and expands treatment options. Sustainability is becoming a priority in drug development. Companies are adopting eco-friendly practices, reducing waste, and minimizing environmental impact. Sustainable manufacturing and packaging help protect the planet while delivering vital medicines. Regulatory agencies encourage green initiatives, and patients increasingly value sustainability. The industry is evolving to meet both health and environmental needs. Drug development is a complex, multi-stage process that transforms scientific discoveries into life-saving therapies. From identifying medical needs to post-marketing surveillance, each step is vital for ensuring safety and efficacy. Despite challenges, innovation and collaboration drive progress. As technology advances and patients become more involved, the future of drug development looks promising. Together, we can look forward to new treatments that improve health and quality of life for people everywhere.